Hey guys, it's Tammy Van Hollander. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of us doing our own healing. For those of us in the therapy world, it is so important for us to be able to do our own work before being able to heal others. So I often do sand trays all the time for myself when I talk about self care in my presentations, as well as with my supervisees. What do we need to do in terms of doing our own work? We all have our own stories to tell. We all have reasons for why we do what we do and why we are passionate about this work. So, I'm going to share a little bit of a personal story that has been a part of my life, but I've never really done the healing of it. And I felt like me sharing this journey with you, that I feel like I'm just about to start on, could also help some of you all who may have experienced something similar, or ways of how do we just continue to do our own healing and to learn more about ourselves, to be able to be the best that we can be in terms of being present in others' lives, being present parents, present partners, present clinicians. So I basically just really started getting more, doing more research in terms of my own birth story. When I was at Penn for graduate school, we had to do a birth story, and that birth story was very powerful for me. I was an identical twin, they believe, and my twin had died at birth. My mom did not know that she was having twins, and she really was never even able to mourn. And she had a 16-month-old baby as well, so her hands were certainly full. So I have always carried the presence of my twin sister with me my entire life. And that birth story was a really powerful story when looking at attachment, looking at from one egg splitting into two, and then basically when she died in the womb, then coming back as one, and our souls really being born, feeling like I was born with two souls and carrying so much of, feeling like I had to carry so much of her legacy with me. So I started doing a little research, literally like this week, on there has to be more people out here. There has to be more people that experience what I experienced. So first I found out about this whole lone twin network. And lone twin networks basically are people who've lost twins their entire lives, whether it's from birth to childhood or even adulthood. What does that twin connection look like? So then I started doing more research, and I came upon this book. It's called A Healing Path for Womb Twin Survivors. I never knew I was a womb twin survivor. And as I'm reading this and as I am looking at the work that I do and the importance of attachment and how I can really trace back so much from my own birth trauma to the work that I do now. And I just wanted to share this resource with you all because I didn't know it existed. And it's been a pretty long time of my life of like, wow, there's really womb twin survivors, there's lone twins, and so many different types of books about it and communities about it. So those who have experienced, have been a womb twin or even a lone twin survivor, there is a certain connection that we have as twins. And although I never knew my twin sister, I very much have always identified with a twin, and just wanted to share the story with you and really encourage you guys all to be looking at your own stories, looking at your birth stories, looking at your childhood stories, and being able to pull in all those different connections and how are we able to integrate it into our work to make us better clinicians and better people. So I'm just sharing a personal story with you, and hopefully it will inspire others to share their stories. Take care.